is going on, fellas, and welcome back to episode 84 of the Director of Football, Non-League to Legend. I'm just excited for the game against Boca, that's all, you know. We have made a couple of signings, as you can see. I completely lost my train of thought. We have signed Raphael Varane, 34-year-old Raphael Varane, on 50k a week. It's a lot of money for a very, very slow player, but he's good. So I'm not that upset by it. He's also retiring at the end of the season, or in May, so we don't have him for very long, which is it's fine. I'm not that upset by it, but you know, played 4 games last season for Man City, and technically played 6. He's already made a couple of appearances for us, both off the bench. He's not match fit yet anyway, so he's not going to get many games. We have made a couple of sales. The left winger, Martinevsky, he's gone. Gabriel Gomez, one of the super reserve goalkeepers, left. And Santiago Simon is off to Cruzeiro. We do have Dario Morales has gone to Seattle Sounders. They're paying his wages. Nobody wanted to buy him. Nobody wanted to pay money for him. But we are going to be losing Benjamin Rollheiser to Barcelona for £15.5 million. It was bound to happen. So we are going to take advantage of the fact that this is the last time he's going to play, and it's going to be against Boca. So for this game, we have Ledesma in goal with Lopez, Soto, Helton and Aguilar as our backline. Then Gonzalez and Luna as our midfield pairing with Versace, Ruiz, Diaz, Rollheiser, obviously, like I said, playing his last game, and Avila up front. I've just realised we haven't gone through the schedule to see how we've been getting on. So since the last episode, we played Universidad de Chile, or de Chile. We drew 2-2 with Vélez. It was a very poor game. Everything happened in the first 19 minutes. They scored in the 36th again. We picked up a couple of knocks. Then we beat Belgrano 3-1. Romero Avila managed to get himself a cheeky brace, and I thought, okay, well, fair enough. I'll give him the next game. Eugene Quintana came on as well. I did play a slightly rotated team because it was Belgrano, so I wasn't too worried about them. Then against Tigre, 5-3. It was a very fun game to watch. We did have 5 different goal scorers, and Avila and Diaz both scoring in this game. Helton scored on his debut against Tigre from the penalty spot, which I was happy about. He's not a great penalty taker, but for some reason he was taking the penalty, even though I think there was 2 players that were better than him. Might have been 3 with penalty taking abilities. But then we played Colón. Again, the game was pretty much over within half an hour, but Helton scored again. So it was 2 goals in 2 games from our centre back, and Benjamin Rollheiser also scored. And then the game against Talleres in the Copa Argentina. This was just a rout. This was so easy. Avila scored twice, Versace, Rollheiser, Gonzalez got 2, Diaz and Palacios just all. This was a relatively strong side, but also was rotated enough that I thought it would be a close game. It was Talleres as well, so top division team. I did expect more from them, but I'm not going to complain about smashing a team 8-0 away from home right before we have to play Boca Juniors. This should be an interesting game because they do have one of the best Argentinian strikers playing for them. They've also made a couple of very expensive signings, which we've not really done. When I say not really, I mean not at all. I expect nothing but a win to keep the good run of form going. Gonzalez has been in exceptional form so far this year. And as I said, Avila has been in great form as well. It's been going quite well. Especially coming off this 8-0 win against Teleres. The fact we're unbeaten in the league again. We've put 5 past Tigre. I know we conceded 3, but like I said, that wasn't our strongest team. In saying that as well, we're not playing our strongest possible team today. Because I've decided that Quartara is going to be more of a rotation player this year. Keeper should have kept a hold of that. That was a back pass. But I've decided because Quartara is 31. I think he's 31 now. He is going to spend more time on the bench. In saying that, we did sign Varane. So we have a 34-year-old centre-back as well. But our 19 and 20-year-old centre-backs plus Milito, rotisserie chicken, Quartara and Varane, we now have more than enough cover at centre-back. We do still lack... What a goal. We do still lack right-back cover. Left-back, we're fine. We have Cristina Aguilera and Valentini. And we have... What's his name? Mendenez as a third option. He can play a right-back as well. So there's a chance that he'll play a lot of games at right-back this year. But, yeah, with Rollheiser leaving now, we have to try and decide who we're going to start playing at right wing, because we have Alanes and we have that other guy whose name I can't remember, who was on loan at Calgary last season. The two of them are going to be duking it out. I think, as it is now, the guy whose name I can't remember is probably going to be the one that starts. The only reason he's not playing today is because he's still injured from the Belgrano game. I think it was. Was it Belgrano? I think it was Belgrano. Picked up a knock. He's been out since. He was able to play 75 minutes if needed, but I didn't see the point in risking playing him for this game. If needs be, I can... Oh my god, Ledesma. How did that not cross the line? I think Ledesma knows that he's easily first choice now. So he's just like, meh, I can do whatever I want. And nobody is going to stop me. Meh, 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 meh. Rollheiser's not playing well. I was kind of hoping that because he was off to Barcelona, he'd be playing better. Obviously, he's decided not to. Interesting. Show me something else in the second half. I am going to just tell everyone that, assertively, that you weren't that bad, but I have faith in you. It may have been a game too soon for Avila, but the first person on my chopping board at the minute is Rollheiser with his fantastic 6.3, and he's off to play. That's the question, actually. Will he actually play for Barcelona? I'm just not going to risk Diaz. And I didn't put Bender on the bench. Aha! God damn it! I think Gonzalez is a better attack midfielder, if I remember correctly. I'm going to tell the lads to show some passion. We've been absolutely destroyed in this game. Just looking at stats, I'm like, yeah, they've had more shots, they've had more on target, they've had more off target, they've had more clear-cut chances, they've had more possession. They've passed the ball, or pass completions better. Yeah, I'm just going to take off Rollheiser. For Alanes, make him a winger. He's still struggling to learn that position, but you know, it's how we do. This is quite unfortunate. That was a beautiful tackle by Helton, who, might I add, is okay. He was black yesterday. Like, he was properly, like, dark skin. Today, not so much. Demand more. Very attacking. Oh, God damn it! What's wrong with Gonzalez? Knee injury. Fandabidosi. Do you know what you can do? You can be an advance forward. And Avila, even though you've been playing really well as an advance forward, you can be a poacher. A poacher. I need to press play. I'm so used to just using the make sub. Push forward. Come on. God damn it, Lopez, you lazy. We're going to get... Oh! The lazy fuckboy managed to get the ball away from the onrushing Boca striker. Alanes, Avila. I know Avila's passing is not great, but that was a very simple pass. Lopez to Avila. No, Alanes. And so, for some reason, he decides to shoot. Oh my God. Another injury. What in sweet baby Jesus have Boca decided to do this? They've just decided to kick everybody really, really hard. We're going to lose to Boca Juniors in the first leg. So we have to go to our place in the next leg and absolutely destroy them. I can't believe... No, I'm far from pleased. That was a horrendous game. Rollheiser. Terrible performance. Gonzalez took off to avoid further injury. Diaz. I just won't say anything to you. Christina Aguilera. Shocking. Avila, I'm just going to tell him that he was shit too. Okay, he didn't care. So Versace's picked up a 3-day injury. Gonzalez 2 days. And Gonzalez reveals my fury. So chances are a couple of them won't be fit for the Defensa game. I just rotate the team around a little bit for that regardless. But we will be back. I'm going to skip that game for the video, but I will bring you back for the second leg against Boca, where we must win now. Regardless what happens, we have to win. So I'll see you guys in just a second for that. Alright fellas, we're back for the second leg against Boca, but we do have the next round draw, where it's going to be an all Argentinian semi-final, therefore final. So Talleres, wouldn't mind playing them. Nope, Independiente. So we get Racing. So last season's final, if we can beat Boca, will be played in the semi-finals, which would be quite a tasty draw, if I do say so myself, which, you know, I just did. Noodles, all boys beaten by Independientes on penalties. Racing 4-3 against Sao Paulo. And Talleres knocked out Universidad 5-1. Okay. We are just a little bit early for the Boca game. But I said because we had the draw as well, might as well jump in. And you can see Naismith is after being called up by the Scotland manager. So he could make his international debut, which I didn't think that... Well, I suppose the AI can pick up players from anywhere in the world, but I didn't think that they'd come all the way to Argentina for a Scottish player. But, you know, I suppose he was playing relatively frequently in Scotland before he came here. Yeah, we're ready to kick off. So for this game we're making a couple of changes because we did beat Defensa 3-0. Perez Ibanez got a double just before halftime, and then Vidala, the striker who we signed from Independiente, got his first goal. We were pretty turd for the whole game, so I'm kind of glad we came out of that with the win. But for this game, we are going to start with Ledesma in goal, Lopez and Aguilar as our fullbacks, or wingbacks. Helton and Quartara are going to start in the centre of defence, with Gonzalez and Palacios in the centre of midfield. Ruiz Diaz just in front of them in the number 10 position, with Ormazabal, who are starting to train as an inside forward, because he looks like he could be a decent inside forward, with Versace on the left, and Perez Ibanez starts up front, purely because Avila struggled against Boca last time. He doesn't start this game. I should probably put Vidal on the bench, just because, Vidal scored in the last game. Naismith unfortunately misses out, and Katana played in the last game. Didn't do too badly, 6.7. I'm still not sure. I only played him because I felt that he could do well against Defensa, and he didn't do too badly. But we do go into this game, which is probably the most important game. Also, Luna has been exceptional at keeping players in line. Alanes complained about not getting enough first team football. Luna told him to piss off. He was like, oh yeah, fair enough. And Agustin Gomez, I couldn't remember his first name, he wants first team football, and Luna told him to shut up, and he went, okay, sorry. Cortara had an issue with something as well. I think it was with Rollheiser leaving. Luna just sorted that out right away. It was fantastic. We need to get some revenge. I'm going to certainly tell them that I have faith. We got one of the best leagues in the world. It makes sense that all the Argentinian teams will make it in. Both teams come to this one in good form. We're going to win. We're going to attack. Not where possible. We're just going to attack all the time. If anyone does want to download my tactic, this one in particular, I've just uploaded it to the Steam Workshop. So if you download the tactic or go looking for it, you find out what day I recorded this video, because I put it up just before I started this recording. I'm going to tell you now, it is Friday the 21st. So this video comes out on the 25th. So about four videos, or 4 days ahead, sorry. But so so far, I was just about to say, so far it's been a little boring, and then Boca score. So we're going to tell the lads to push on a bit. I don't want to lose to Boca twice in one video. That would be disappointing, to say the least. Fuck it, we're losing. Might as well go very attacking for the entire game. Looking at the bench, is there anyone I could really bring on that's going to make that much of a difference? Not really. But it's early yet. Or Mazabal. I'm a little dyslexic when it comes to B and D. Has boshed it in at the back post. So we're just going to tell the lads, you get creative, I do think Perez Ibanez is definitely not the striker for us this year. The 2 goals he scored against Defensa were while he was playing on the wing. So I think that's probably where we're going to have to start playing him. Okay, never mind. Sorry, I didn't mean it, Perez. Alright. Joaquin, prove me wrong, okay? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have doubted you. You know, he scored 20 odd goals last season. Belloni, who scored 31, I think. He's barely kicked a football this year for us. To be fair, he can't get into our reserve team. So I think that shows more about his ability than ours. Or than the fact that we should be playing him. Everyone, show me something else in the second half. Assertive. There's a lot more to come from you. Yeah. I will just knock it back to attacking for this second half. Ooh. Cheeky. I'm just going to, push back to attacking for the second half. I don't want to leave ourselves exposed to a counter. Versace whips in the cross or the corner. Palacios picks it up, leaves it behind him. But Ruiz Diaz, Gonzalez. I've been thinking about taking Gonzalez off, and that may have helped my thoughts. Varane picked up a knock just before this game as well. Otherwise, he was going to be sat on the bench for this one, but obviously he can't. Ruben Diaz, no, Perez Ibanez. I'm going to tell lads to show some passion. I'm going to take Gonzalez off. Gonzalez has not had the rub at the green today, so best to just take him off. And Elias Lopez not playing that well either, but I don't really have anyone I can play at right back. Alanes can play there. He has played there, but he's not really the player I want to play there. Not in such an important game. Not a great pass, but Elias Lopez just lets the man go. Palacios absolutely hacks down Rosales, but gets away with it. Perez Ibanez, not a great pass to Ormazabal. Oh, he's done his man, but then decides to go back. And Lopez, why would you try that? Why would you try that? Boca send it forward, but Lopez picks it up. And between the two of them, they decided not to do anything. Back to very attacking. Lopez and Ledesma just kind of stood there looking at each other. While Lopez, I'm assuming, underpassed it back to him. No, Ledesma just stood still. Okay. And then decided not to try and stop. Okay. Sorry, Lopez. You are coming off. I'm going to make Alanis complete wing back. And do you know what? Attack. Helton's not playing all that well either. So I'm going to bring on... Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll bring on Solo. No, I won't. No. I want to bring on Melito. And make him a ball-playing defender. And Perez Ibanez just picked up a knock. Of course. Potential foot injury. He's fine. Luna. The keeper just punts it as far away as possible from himself. I'm going to make just a couple of changes. Oh, they managed to keep it in. Melito stops the ball from going through. Or Mazabal gets tackled, but Cortara picks it back up. Alanes bombs forward. Versace. Yes! Go on, Versace. I do think we're going to miss Rothheiser this season. He did contribute quite a lot last year. I'm lucky that I did take away his captaincy at the start of this year, assuming he would leave. And when he did, to be fair, it wasn't something I was It's not that I wasn't expecting it, I was just kind of hoping it wouldn't happen. But at least we got a nice amount of money for him. He's now worth 40 million, so... We do need to score more goals than we concede, however, in this one, because we are 1 down, so we do need to score 2 more goals without them scoring. And it's not going to happen. We're going to get knocked out of the Copa Libertadores. We're just... Yeah, go on, just punt it. Punt it for the last 4 minutes. Perez Ibanez whips it out to Versace. Ball across, but nobody's there, and Perez Ibanez puts it over the bar. One of my cats is playing, so you might be able to hear the racket. And if not, fair enough, I can hear it quite clearly, and my mic is not too far away from where they're playing. But we're going to go out against Boca. This is not ideal. And Versace gives away the free kick. Game's going to end 3-3. We're going to lose 4-3 on aggregate. I wonder will more of the players push for moves now, like Luna. No, I'm far from pleased. That was a terrible... No. Yeah, you cost us a goal. I'm going to tell Perez Ibanez that he was quite good though, because he was. To be fair, Perez Ibanez had a good game after me telling him that he couldn't really play as a striker. Goes off and scores. Oh, actually, how long? 2 days. It's not too bad. And the players come out and say that I slammed them. Yeah, but Elias Lopez, you played horrendously, so I'm going to issue a warning for being an absolute shit show in that game. What was expected? I think we were supposed to reach the semi-final. Not ideal. Alright, well, we still have the league. If we can qualify for the Copa Libertadores, we will continue. If not, well, if somebody else comes in looking to sign me, then could I say no? I don't think so. Like, if a really good team came along. Although, to be fair, the only team that I could really leave for would be Boca. Because we're like the second best team. In theory, technically we're the second best team in Argentina. But at the same time, we really should not be being knocked out. Anyway, because that is the end of the Copa Libertadores for this year, do I want to show you the Copa Argentina? This should be a team we just walk past. Like, they're in a significantly lower league. I think that's like 5th division in Argentina, I think. So we might do, what is it? Deportivo Maipú and Union de Santa Fe. So we're going to play a Hyundai car in the second game of that video. But that'll do for this video. Unfortunately, a draw and a defeat sees us knocked out of the Copa Libertadores. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with all your friends, blah blah blah. And let me know, what should I do? Should I stay at River Plate and see if we can get into the Copa Libertadores again next season? Or do we try and find a club that's going to qualify for the Copa Libertadores for next season and see if we can win it with them. I've really been enjoying River Plate, so I don't really want to leave, but if needs be, I will. This is all about getting the main trophies in the continent, and not winning the Copa Libertadores for the second season is frustrating, especially since we got so close to it last year. But yeah, like I said, thank you very much for watching, guys. Make sure to dislike the video, unsubscribe, all that good, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye!